Welcome to this channel. Today we are going to talk about the book titled as Mind Under Microscope, Insanely Powerful Techniques to Master Your Mind. This book by Abhilash C.S. explores a deep understanding of the mind's nature, offering tools to control thoughts and emotions, reshape habits, and reduce negativity. Through simplified insights from psychology and practical exercises, readers gain a better grasp of mental processes and patterns, learning to harness positivity and resilience. This book is ideal for anyone seeking to improve their mental well-being and self-awareness, especially those looking to break free from self-limiting beliefs and harness a balanced mindset. Readers will find an engaging mix of theory and practice, encouraging both introspection and actionable steps for personal growth. Chapter 1. The Concept of Mind. In Chapter 1, the author introduces the idea of the mind as both a powerful and complex entity that, despite being ever-present, often escapes full understanding. Beginning with personal anecdotes from childhood, the author explains early conceptions of the mind and contrasts them with more mature realizations as he grew. While often mistakenly equated with the brain, the mind encompasses all thoughts, emotions, and perspectives that guide our behavior and influence our worldview. The author argues that self-awareness is a crucial first step in understanding the mind's potential and outlines the journey readers will take throughout the book, emphasizing that mastering the mind is vital for navigating daily challenges. As this chapter establishes, cultivating awareness enables us to take greater control over our thoughts and emotions and helps readers to better recognize the underlying motivations behind their actions. By doing so, individuals become empowered to harness the mind's capabilities to overcome obstacles, achieve a positive outlook, and develop meaningful connections. Chapter 2. Classifications. This chapter explores the different classifications within the mind, breaking it down into the rational and impulsive emotional sides and detailing their purposes. The rational mind provides logical reasoning and guidance in daily life, while the emotional mind, full of impulses, shapes more intuitive or reactionary responses. For instance, the author describes feeling attracted to certain scents or cravings that the rational mind rejects because of logic or health concerns. Beyond these two primary classifications, the chapter also examines the conscious, subconscious, and unconscious minds. The conscious mind is likened to a computer's RAM, managing day-to-day, immediate thoughts and needs, while the subconscious mind acts as a storage space, holding long-term beliefs, memories, and past experiences. Finally, the unconscious mind remains largely a mystery, with limited direct access or understanding, but still influential in shaping behavior. This layered model provides readers with a roadmap to understanding how various aspects of the mind work together, interact, and sometimes conflict, ultimately encouraging self-mastery by achieving harmony between these components. Chapter 3. How Habits Are Formed. Chapter 3 delves into how the mind develops habits, presenting this as a fundamental, automated process driven by the subconscious mind. Habits, whether constructive or detrimental, form through repetition and gradually become ingrained in daily life. By highlighting the mind's capability to run on autopilot through habits, the author introduces the idea of conscious habit building to instill positive behaviors. The 2-minute rule, a method in which new habits are practiced for at least 2 minutes each day, is presented as a powerful yet simple tool for readers looking to develop discipline. By reducing the mental resistance often associated with new routines, readers can ease into habit formation. Moreover, the chapter suggests that replacing existing negative habits with small, positive actions leads to more sustainable results. By teaching the reader to approach habit formation with consistency and patience, the chapter serves as a practical guide on making effective, lasting changes to routines that support overall well-being and productivity. Chapter 4. Mind in Different States. The fourth chapter explores the mind's behavior across various emotional states, such as happiness, sadness, anger, and fear, to highlight how emotions can influence rational thought and decision-making. Each state elicits distinct responses, with happiness often leading to over-optimism, sadness causing negative rumination, anger promoting reactive behavior, and fear encouraging avoidance. Recognizing and understanding these states is crucial, as they often cloud rationality, prompting decisions that may be regretted later. For instance, happiness may lead one to make unrealistic promises, while sadness might encourage withdrawal. Anger, the author explains, arises primarily from unmet expectations and a desire to control others, while fear often stems from the unknown and imagined worst-case scenarios. The chapter encourages readers to practice self-awareness, observing emotions without letting them dominate behavior. Techniques like deep breathing, visualization, and delaying reactions allow individuals to regain control during emotional surges, ultimately cultivating a balanced mind that is less susceptible to the impulsive consequences of these states. Chapter 5. Thoughts, Emotions, and Moods. Chapter 5 investigates the dynamic between thoughts, emotions, and moods, showing how these three elements interact to create our daily experiences and impact mental well-being. Thoughts, which are often fleeting, trigger emotions that can lead to moods, sustained emotional states lasting hours or even days. For example, thoughts about past disappointments or unmet expectations can trigger sadness or frustration, leading to a mood that may influence the day's overall experience. This chapter reveals that cravings and impulsive behaviors are often rooted in thought-emotion associations. A thought about a particular craving generates an emotional response that, if acted upon repeatedly, becomes habitual. The author encourages readers to become mindful of their thought patterns and to disrupt negative cycles by actively choosing different perspectives. Learning to observe thoughts without attaching emotional significance helps in regulating moods and breaking unhelpful behavior patterns. Through reflection, readers are invited to cultivate resilience, freeing the mind from the automatic influences of recurring negative thoughts and emotions. Chapter 6. Negative Bias of Our Mind. This chapter explains the negative bias of the mind, a natural tendency that evolved as a survival mechanism but now often leads to excessive stress and dissatisfaction. The author illustrates how, while positive experiences can uplift, negative ones tend to leave a more lasting impression. This chapter suggests that the mind's preoccupation with unfavorable events, thoughts, or emotions can cause unnecessary suffering and self-doubt. To counteract this bias, the author introduces practical techniques like practicing gratitude and intentionally focusing on positive experiences throughout the day. Through consistent efforts to reframe situations in a positive light, readers can begin to reduce the intensity of negative bias and foster a mindset geared toward optimism and emotional resilience. These exercises empower readers to see life with a more balanced outlook, enabling them to acknowledge negativity without letting it dominate their perspective. Over time, by choosing positive interpretations, the mind becomes more resilient, shifting from a survival-oriented mentality to one of growth and positivity. Chapter 7. When We Are Lost. Chapter 7 addresses moments when individuals feel lost or disconnected from life's purpose, often resulting from unmet expectations or sudden changes. The chapter encourages acceptance of these states as natural aspects of life, with emphasis on focusing on things that are within our control rather than attempting to resist or change what cannot be controlled. By practicing acceptance and grounding exercises such as deep breathing and mindfulness, readers can find inner peace during challenging times. Recognizing the role that both internal and external factors play in these moments allows one to respond to difficulties calmly and constructively, fostering resilience. This chapter reminds readers that feeling lost is often an opportunity for self-reflection and growth, and by accepting uncertainty rather than fearing it, they can regain clarity and direction. Practicing these principles not only supports immediate emotional recovery, but also prepares individuals to face future challenges with a balanced, centered outlook. Chapter 8. Pleasure-Pain Paradox. In Chapter 8, the author introduces the pleasure-pain paradox, where the mind's tendency to seek pleasure often leads to fleeting satisfaction, followed by a lingering sense of emptiness or dissatisfaction. Many short-lived pleasures can lead to dependency and gradually diminish their positive impact, while pain is avoided at all costs, even when facing discomfort might lead to growth. This paradox is explored through examples of indulgent habits, such as binge-watching, overeating, or substance use, which may provide temporary relief but can quickly escalate into detrimental habits. The author advocates for finding balance, emphasizing the need to understand that sustainable happiness comes from meaningful pursuits and not from temporary indulgences. By reframing perspectives on pleasure and pain, readers can learn to pursue fulfillment rather than temporary highs. Learning moderation, finding purpose, and accepting life's challenges as natural parts of personal growth guide the mind toward lasting peace and resilience. Chapter 9. Techniques. Chapter 9 provides readers with practical techniques to gain control over their mind and emotions. Techniques include breathing exercises, affirmations, visualization, and expressing gratitude. Deep breathing and visualization help ground and calm the mind, while affirmations reinforce positive self-belief. Each technique is designed to strengthen the mind's focus and empower it to counteract negativity, enabling readers to cultivate resilience and inner strength. The chapter encourages consistent practice of these tools to improve self-discipline and counteract stressors in daily life. Additionally, mindfulness practices enable readers to stay grounded and present, reducing anxiety and fostering a sense of purpose. The techniques in this chapter serve as valuable resources, allowing readers to gradually transform habitual negative thought patterns into constructive perspectives. Each practice is straightforward and adaptable, ensuring accessibility for readers seeking to implement small but impactful changes in their daily routines for enhanced well-being. Chapter 10. The Law of Attraction. In the final chapter, the author examines the law of attraction, a concept that suggests the mind's focus can influence reality. By concentrating on positive intentions, readers can potentially manifest desired outcomes. Visualization exercises are encouraged to program the subconscious mind, fostering a belief in achieving specific goals and outcomes. The chapter emphasizes that cultivating a mindset aligned with one's aspirations primes the mind for success. However, readers are cautioned to set realistic goals and understand that the law of attraction is a supplement to, rather than a replacement for, hard work and dedication. Through focus and belief in their capabilities, readers are encouraged to approach life with a positive outlook, empowering them to take practical steps toward fulfillment. This chapter serves as a reminder of the importance of an optimistic mindset, providing motivation for personal growth by transforming thoughts into purposeful actions. Overall, the author concludes with a heartfelt message to readers, emphasizing that the techniques within the book are designed for exploration, adaptation, and growth. Recognizing that mastering one's mind is a lifelong journey, the author encourages readers to practice consistently, as understanding the mind requires patience and reflection. Readers are reminded that incremental changes and daily commitment can bring about a profound transformation in their mental landscape. Over time, the tools in the book become instruments of empowerment, leading to a more balanced, purposeful, and resilient approach to life's challenges. This book is positioned not just as a guide, but as an invitation to a continuous process of self-discovery and personal evolution, inspiring readers to unlock their potential and embrace the journey toward mental mastery and well-being.